Alrighty, here we are. We're back. Sharp Customs. We're doing another late one, like usual. I shouldn't say that. It's not always late. But let's just get the ball rolling. Still been working on the Mustang. I've got both the rockers done. Most of the major body work is done. Had some issues with rot underneath the cowling where the air ducts go in for the heater box and the fresh air return. So that one's all fixed up, it's primed, it's welded back in. Basically what I had to do is I had to cut out a square here so I could access underneath here, because trying to do it from underneath was just way too hard. But poured water in the cowl, both sides. No more water is going in the car, it's coming out where it's supposed to. That's a good thing. Got the heater box back in. Still got to fit my door. I'm pretty confident the door's gonna fit perfect. There's a few other little minor issues that we have to look at, but hopefully within the next week I'm gonna be spraying some color on this thing. It's just going another red. It's a little bit darker, but we're doing the whole thing anyway. We gotta blow the hood off and the trunk lid, and we'll get those done underneath. We'll get it all jammed out. We'll do the doors off the car. We'll do the jams. We'll get it all put back together with the, all the interior stuff kind of painted up, and then we'll spray the outside. You'll get to see it, don't worry. But tonight, yeah, I know, stupid post right in the middle of my garage. I know, bad engineering, doesn't matter. So, we got the quarter scale. You got to see the reveal of us pulling the molds off of the model, the plug, whatever you want to call it. There it is, sitting up there on the shelf. What's kind of left of it. We'll put the good side out. I stuck a couple of wheels under there just to, it's a shelf queen. I don't know what we're going to do with it. Maybe we'll get some M90s and we'll blow it up in the backyard. I don't know. We don't really need it anymore. It's kind of cool still sitting up there. Still got the PVA on it. It's, it's kind of ugly looking, but still cool. But tonight, so what we've done is if you want to have a look at the molds, I did put some filler here and there where there was some bad stuff. The majority, not really that bad. And I decided that we did do a little bit of sanding, take some edging off, but I decided that we would just kind of get the PVA sprayed on all the parts, and instead of putting it all together and trying to spray the PVA, inside all as one, we put the PVA on first. Hopefully it acts somewhat as a gasket around the flanging. This is all new to me. There's some anomalies and some bad things, here and there, but I figured we would just go for it. We get it PVA'd up. I still have another coat to do, and that's what we're about to do. But the idea is, let's just pull one. I fixed up the bad. I think there's going to be a little bit of work when the part comes out. Hopefully the part comes out good or decent, something we can work with anyway. And we didn't touch this front piece. Basically left it as is. It's got some weird marks and stuff in it. I've already got 4 coats of PVA. The PVA is going on great tonight. But what I'm about to do is I'm going to spray on the 5th and final coat on camera. So let's grab the spray gun. We're all set up, ready to go. I've got the PVA, basically the parting film. This is Rexco. It's made in the US. I get it here. I love this stuff. Let's fire up the exhaust fan. It's going to be a little loud. I will try and talk over the exhaust fan. I'm going to tell you right now, I fire up that exhaust fan for some reason. This is alcohol based, and for some reason the mosquitoes love it here. I don't know why, but they love it. So we'll be sucking in mosquitoes, but we'll be blowing them right out the exhaust fan at the same time. I did get a few little fly bugs stuck in the PVA. They're kind of part of it now. But yeah, let's just spray it. Let's go for it. The fan is a little noisy. I'm not going to be wearing a respirator so I can talk. That fan, you'll see. You'll see it. It does a pretty good job. Compressor's full of air. Little mini DeValva spray gun full of PVA. Let's just spray it. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see what the hell I'm doing. And yeah, let's put the final coat on. What do you think? I can lay it on pretty heavy because, like I say, this is like the 5th coat. A lot of people, you know, there's controversy when it comes to PVA, and I did not wax any of the parts. A lot of people will do a coat, maybe 2 coats of wax, polish it off. I found using the wax seemed to make the PVA kind of almost like a fisheye result. I tried it when we were doing the other molds on the model, and I didn't like it. The first one I did, it went all weird when I sprayed the PVA over the wax, so I decided I would try and do it without wax. And while you've seen the review, the parts came off beautiful. Let's just go. Now, as you can see, we got this weird texture. That's going to be the box. That's going to be the box bed. That was a board, but that doesn't have to stay. You know, we can cut it out because it is a truck. You can cut this out after the part is formed. Have an exposed bed, I suppose. Like I said, this is PVA, polyvinyl alcohol, so it is alcohol based. I'm going to move the parts. I'm going to move these 2 parts out of the way quickly so we can get to the other parts. Yeah, there will definitely be some controversy on not using wax. Personally, I think it's just everybody's preference. You've seen us pull the molds off of the model, and they came off fine. We used no wax whatsoever. I just used lots of PVA. I kind of like the results. Let's put a couple more pieces on here. Shoot them up. Hey, and there's always room for controversy. I don't mind it. Everybody does things different. kind of our motto here at Sharp Customs. We just go for it. You know, that's how you learn. You learn from your mistakes. It either works or it doesn't. And then you can figure it out. Kind of how I've learned everything. Kind of trial and error. Now it looks a little textury when you first spray it, but it does lay out when it starts to evaporate. I can smell the alcohol just a tiny bit, but I wouldn't consider it that bad. We'll set these over here. So basically the idea is get these up in PVA, we'll let them dry really good overnight. We'll put them all back together tomorrow, bolt them all back together. We'll put them back on the spit, and then maybe we'll do another video when I shoot the gel coat inside of the our molds. Can you overdo it with the PVA? Sure you can. You can spray it too heavy, you can create runs. It's not really what you want because it will come out into your part. We've already kind of experienced that. One of these door molds had a little run in the PVA. And it actually transferred through to these parts. I'm not overly worried about it. There are also a few parts. There's also a few parts that have like kind of innies, I guess you could say. They're like little like little pinholes. But the way I see it is when I put the PVA and the gel coat there, and then I pull these off of the part, those are going to be what I call outies. So probably be gel coat, so you can just sand that off pretty easy. What you don't want is you don't want something protruding out of these, because then it's going to become an innie and you're going to have to fill it, which is okay too. I prefer the outies, not the innies. And outies are easier to sand. And yeah, you can lose track of how you're spraying it, where you're spraying it. I try not to. The Lester here and there is not going to hurt. Like I say, as long as you don't get a mess of runs. This stuff is pretty forgiving. Look at that. Did you see that? I hope the camera got that. Look at that. Right there. We just blew a bug right into the PVA. I'm not even going to bother with it. It is what it is. That'll be an innie, actually, in the gel coat. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not going to bother with it. It would just make a mess. We'll just stick this one. Just stick this one on the back of the Mustang. And I know I missed a spot too, and I probably shouldn't spray it on the Mustang, but going to anyway. It's got to be all clean and sanded some more, and it's all good. Yeah, I try to hit the perimeter, the flange first. Kind of the idea, hit the flange, hit anything. I even go around the outside where it doesn't really need PVA, but hey, why not? Stuff just won't stick there. One of my main concerns is lips, like where the edge of the running board is. This inner lip here is, you know, getting enough PVA in there. That would be one of my major concerns. Same as up where the overhang for the bed is. I just kind of keep blasting it in there and kind of hope I get it. I think I will. I think it'll be just fine. Yeah, after 4 or 5 coats of the PVA, you can lay it on pretty good without harm of runs and stuff, because it kind of just sticks to itself. I think we're pretty good. I'd have to say we're that's the 5th and final coat. Basically now it's, you know, just watching paint dry. This will take about, the 5th coat, the last coat took about 20 to 30 minutes to dry. This will probably be about the same time frame. Nice thing about PVA, just so people know, I can open this up, what's left. I can just pour it right back in the jug. And the nice thing about the PVA, the cleanup is with water. I can just rinse my gun out with water, which I will do, probably off camera. I'm going to shut this fan off. So, once all of these 6 pieces are dry, we'll reassemble. Hopefully, one thing I was concerned with, I have a slight issue when the back, let's say the tonneau cover, is bolted here. I have a very narrow void in here. And the same with, the idea behind this was to put it all together and all the seams. The idea was to kind of putty the seams, then PVA spray it so that I would not get any what they call flash between each piece of the mold. But I decided that I would PVA the parts individually, and I'm probably not going to be able to wax. Most of the seams fit very tight, and my thinking was that by spraying the PVA also on the flange, when I put all these pieces of the mold back together, the PVA will kind of be like somewhat of a gasket, I'm hoping. 5 layers of PVA should tighten up the joint. And if I do get a little bit of flash between the seams, I'm hoping it's minimal. I figure I'm going to be spraying inside. You figure it's a cavity. I'm going to be spraying inside there with the gel coat. That is also going to be a very, very tricky. Even though the gel coat is thick and it hangs, I'm hoping it works good. I'm hoping I don't miss areas because I am going to spray it. I do like spraying it with the spray gun. These two side pieces were sprayed with gel coat. They came out very nice. Minus a few little things like where the filler is here. It's not that it was bad. This section of the running board kind of went from wide to thin. So I just wanted to alter it in the mold to make it kind of parallel, because this side here is nice and parallel. Not sure what happened there in the model making process, but easily rectified with a little bit of filler. So I hope you all come back when we get ready to gel coat this thing up. Probably tomorrow, because I am on a bit of an agenda. I'm trying to get one of these things made to go for advertising for them, possibly. And that is I've got a couple days. I got a couple days to get one made, get it ready for Sunday. So, but I have the Mustang to work on also. That's why I'm doing this late at night. I work on the Mustang through the day. I work on this stuff late at night. Here we are, we're sitting at like 11:30, and that's where we're going to end this video. So subscribe, Shark Customs, like, share, comment. We want to hear from you. I'm out. Later.